It's John and Becky from Parks Travel Guide.
Welcome to Rome.
So we've arrived at the hotel. It's called the Merulana Star. It's a bed and breakfast basis that we've booked on, and it looks rather nice actually. We're from the outside anyway, because we haven't been able to check into our room yet, so we got here about 11:15, and he said to come back after 1 o'clock. No problem.
Which is fine. I mean, luckily for us, just next door to the hotel is a little cafe. It's also the cafe that serves breakfast for the hotel. So we just got a coffee and a beer. We're not in Kansas anymore because a cappuccino now costs €3.50 and a Peroni costs €6.
You kind of expect it when you come to a capital city, don't you? It's just like London.
So we got the train here from Napoli this morning, and then we've just purchased a 48-hour pass for public transport here in Rome, which we are definitely going to get our money's worth from. Each pass was €12.50, and it means that we can use the buses, trams and the metro with 48 hours, which is fabulous, and like I said, we're definitely going to get our money's worth through that. We've also been given this very useful map, so hopefully that will help us navigate round the city of Rome to all the main attractions that we want to show you guys, and obviously we will be filming some great places to eat along the way.
We're going to try and do this on a budget. We think this is probably going to be the hardest budget vlog we have ever tried to film. We're going to try and do it on a budget. If not, we're going to try and do it within a reasonable price as well. So you'll have to stay tuned and see what we manage to find along the way. Hopefully we can do it.
Okay, so I know some people will frown upon this greatly. However, for those of you that have seen our Sri Lanka series will know how much we enjoyed the food in Sri Lanka. And just a few doors down, when we've just been having a walk from the hotel, what have we found, John?
A Sri Lankan fast food restaurant.
We absolutely loved the egg samosas, so we're going to have to stop and get one. Just a little snack to put us on.
Right, we haven't had these since Sri Lanka, and these were our favourite go-to road snack. At the egg, the curry, oh, that takes me back. So these are €2 each. Beautiful.
So as you can see, we've checked into the room. It's small, but it's modern and it's clean, and that is the main thing. It's in a great location. We're just a 4-minute walk away from the nearest metro station, and I think it's only 5 minutes from the Colosseum as well. So now that we've dropped our bags, let's go and explore.
So we're just using the underground for the first time now. We're going to a stop called Barberini. So that was good. We were the 4th stop. 5 minutes. Didn't even take that really. That's why we love the metro. So quick, so easy. So when you see Pepe's Bar there, go down that street. At the crossroads, straight on. So when you see this, you need to go down there. Becky's leading the way.
I can hear it. In the pictures of people.
So this is the real side to the Trevi Fountain. So touristic. Everybody wants to see it when you come to Rome. It's one of the things you must do. And it's nice to see it not up in scaffolding as it was the last time I was actually here quite a number of years ago. But as you can tell, it's pretty hard to move. Everyone is desperate for the best picture for Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, if you haven't already got us on Instagram and Facebook, check out Parks Travel Guide on there. So another thing to be careful of is that there's a few guys that are coming round and they're offering to take your picture. Now they're charging about €4. If you want one, get one. But otherwise, they keep asking and asking and asking, and it wears you down a little bit.
It does. I mean, someone's just been nice enough to take our picture and we took theirs back, but look, we actually got right to the train.
So if you two are watching from Canada, hello again, and thank you very much.
So this is for you guys, to bring us luck, to keep us travelling and making cool videos forever.
We're going to the Spanish Steps now, so if you look where we showed you, where we turned left to go to the Trevi Fountain, that shop, you need to go down the side of that shop and side of McDonald's. So at the Carrefour, go down, follow tour guide Becky. Straight on.
So we're at the Spanish Steps. Now this is the second attraction that we've come to visit, and there's just people everywhere. I mean, not that I didn't expect there to be people everywhere. However, if you want great photographs, get here at 3-4 o'clock in the morning and then maybe you might get them. Okay, so another photograph shoot done. Make sure you check that one out on Instagram because John is getting a very good photographer. I think we're hungry now. I'm hungry, I don't know about you, John.
Yep.
Are you hungry?
Yep.
I think we're going to get some pasta, so let's go hunt for that.
Right, so this place is one that we are truly excited about. The guy has 2 types of pasta, fresh every day. It is a dried pasta shop, and you just stand inside at a counter and just eat. There are no tables, no chairs. Nice and simple, unpretentious, just how we like it. €4.50. So let's see what pasta they've got on offer today. As mentioned, each portion of pasta is €4.50, and the pasta changes daily. Today we got lucky and we had a spicy tomato pasta and a zucchini and bacon. Right, so zucchini and bacon. Oh wow, and the size, the portion size you get. This is enough to easily fill you up for lunch. But that was a very, very filling meal. €4.50 as well. You definitely have to check that out when you come to Rome. So we're just going to have a walk now to the Pantheon. From where we are, the Spanish Steps area, I'll take you about 15 minutes on foot apparently.
So the thing is with Rome, it's really strange because there's loads of high street shops around, but yet you're surrounded by all this architecture and ruins and really interesting things to see. So we have actually, so we have actually detoured from the direction of the Pantheon at the moment because I actually saw something that looked pretty interesting at the end of the street, and I can't really figure it out on Google Maps what it is.
No.
So we're just going to go have a look anyway, and maybe it might be interesting, maybe it might not.
So that's it then, yeah? This is what I've got blisters on my feet for, walking half a mile in the wrong direction. Just a bit to see the Trevi Fountain, the Spanish Steps, they were beautiful. And then I've come to see that. Oh, it'll be great when we get there. It'll look, oh, honestly, it'll look fantastic.
For your present.
Oh, thank you.
I give present for
No,
you. Good luck.
thank you.
I give you present. Good
No,
luck
we
for
don't
you.
want one, thank you.
You want
I'm
to make
busy,
picture video? It's nice.
I'm just filming at the minute.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
give that. It's
So,
very beautiful.
No, thank you. I've got
Oh
my
my
married.
God! Is
I know.
selfish.
Well, that was
So not
interesting.
only have you had a detour, it's also try and made you part with money.
That's 2 things I don't want to do, walk and part with money. And this lad's just made me do that. I'm not impressed, if I'm honest with you.
Where are we, John? What is this called?
Somewhat de Pompolo, isn't it?
So, just so you know, it's called Piazza del Popolo, is what John was trying to say. And actually, you know, it's still pretty interesting. It's at the end of this really busy high street. And like I said, you know, you've got all these shops, and then you've just got things like that. It's cool. So I genuinely can't make my mind up about what I'm most excited about seeing today, the Trevi Fountain or the Pantheon. I mean, like, I'm looking at this now and I can literally see the Romans walking around. Like, I was so interested in learning about them at school, and this kind of just puts it into perspective. I'm so excited to be here right now.
So this is another place where the queue has formed. We didn't realise we were stood in it. We're not going in, but yeah, let's have a look at the queue and you'll see exactly why, you know, you've got to expect to wait here.
So we were just walking back to the hotel after getting off the bus after a day of sightseeing, and we were thirsty, so we've stopped at a local bar. I'm not actually sure what the name is, but I'll put it down in the comments below. I've got a glass of red wine. John obviously has gone for a beer, and the total bill has come to €8.
Well, it's a new day today, as you can probably tell by the outfit changes that we're currently in. It was a bit of an exhausting day yesterday with travelling from Naples to Rome and then trying to get as much done that you'll see on camera. We just pretty much crashed.
Yeah, we were just all really burnt out yesterday. So this morning we took the underground to Lepanto, which is the closest stop for the castle. So we're going to go check that out this morning. But first we've just stopped at this pretty impressive building. When we've just googled it, it's actually the Palace of Justice. I don't actually think this is the best side of it. I think the riverside view is the best side of it. So we'll probably check that out while we're here as well. Before we continue with this vlog any further, if you are really enjoying our content today, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for future content.
So we're just through the gates into St Paul's Square now, and there's tour guides that are basically hounding you as soon as you get in. So don't know how much they are, just kept saying no, but they're waiting for you. They're like one in a line. It were like gladiators, and to beat one and then get to the other. So the Vatican City, the smallest country in the world.
We are just here and we've just been given some information about the tours. So to go to the museum and the Sistine Chapel with fast track entry, it's £35 per person to buy your ticket here, just over at the ticket office. Now it's 10:15 and the queue is already an hour long, so that fast track would probably be well worth it. Now, as you know, we've only got very limited time here, so we're not interested in going inside any of the attractions today. We're just happy to see them from the outside. We don't have the time, unfortunately, to spare to actually queue for them, so maybe next time.
If you're short of time, then one of these sightseeing buses would be probably the best option. You've got three different companies from what we can gather here. You've got your typical red hop on hop off, you've got Big Bus Rome, and then you've got I Love Rome City Tour as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how much they are. We'll try and find out for you, but otherwise if you're short of time, probably the best option.
Yeah, you can book them on Get Your Guide, but there's loads of people selling them, loads of kiosks that sell the tickets, so you can get them anywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the attractions are really far apart, so a hop on, hop off bus would have probably been ideal, but instead I'm making John's feet hurt by walking.
So we've just stumbled across what looks like another one of our little gems called La Picora Pazza.
We'll put it down below.
Anyway, so you can get little street food snacks here like supplì, arancini, slices of pizza, and it's all a budget price, including the beer as well. Which is €3.60 for a big bottle of Peroni.
So we've got a few little things to pick at, typical sort of street food that you can get in Rome. So we've got an arancini, we've got a croquette, and we have supplì as well, which is definitely a favourite street food here. So all of these were relatively cheap. So it was €1, I think, each for the croquette and the supplì, and I think it was €2 for the arancini. And then we've got a Coke, a water, and a beer, and it came to €9.30.
Not bad, less than a tenner. And we've got drinks and a bit of a light street food snack.
So let's see what these are like.
So I've never tried this before, but this is the supplì. So if we break it apart, so it's basically like a deep fried rice ball with tomato sauce. I think originally it used to come stuffed with chicken giblets, if I remember rightly, but yeah, let's have a go. When in Rome, I've waited years to say that. Some mozzarella in there as well. Look at that.
I'm going to go for the arancini. So it's basically like the size of a a Scotch egg, for those of you that know what a Scotch egg is. Basically, this is also like it's like a deep fried rice bowl. It smells really good. I don't know if there's some vegetables in there maybe. Try this, see what it's like. There's some sort of sauce in there, but it's not like tomatoey. I can't quite pinpoint what it is. It's good though. Really good.
Right, so last one is the potato croquette. Looks like a little bit of ham in there.
Yeah, it does actually.
Potato, cheese, some herbs.
Oh, the smell, yeah, I was going to say it smells really herby.
Oh, wow.
It's the best croquette I've ever eaten in my life. Isn't that good? I think I'm going to go get another one actually after this. They're that good.
So if you get the option of the croquettes, definitely go for it. Right, so while we're here, we've just noticed, pardon the traffic, there's a place next door that looks pretty reasonable as well if you want a panini on a budget. So let's just have a walk. That's the Mia. So that seems a pretty good deal really, €8 for a pizza in Rome. Is that right? So that's right next door to where we are. Another money saving tip is that the water here is absolutely fine to drink, so bring a reusable bottle and get your fill. Right, so we're in the Roman Forum now.
The Roman Forum was like the centre meeting point for the Romans. It's just so hard to imagine that we're literally treading the same ground as the Romans did thousands of years ago, and the ruins that surround us are the exact same ruins that were here. It's just crazy.
So it really is good to be here and see the remains of a truly fantastic period in time. I'm actually from a Roman settlement town called Castleford, which isn't too far away from Leeds in Yorkshire where we live now. And we learnt a lot about the Romans in school, and it's really is good to actually be here and see the truly great and magnificent architecture of what they've actually managed to find and excavate over time.
Looking around, I tell you what amazes me most as we're walking around and looking at the old ruins and the forums that once were. When you look at some of the columns and you just think, back then, how the hell were these constructed? I mean, me and John struggle, two of us, to move our washing machine. Never mind, you know, the people back then constructing these. It's bizarre. Okay, so we've just had our ticket checked and we are just entering the Colosseum.
It's worth noting that they do turn you away if you don't turn up 15 minutes before. If you can try and come earlier, like we did, they turned us away to say, no, you need to come back 15 minutes before.
Yeah, now it's our time to go in.
Let's go for it. Are you not entertained?
So one final Colosseum tip: if you want to get amazing pictures like this, then you need to head a street back from the Colosseum to a street called Via Nicola Salvi. It boasts great views of the Colosseum. Even if you don't intend to go inside, you can still get some amazing pictures.
Oh, well, what an exhausting but great day that was.
It's been fantastic today, and I've got the sore feet to prove it.
Oh, the miles we've walked. You need some really good shoes when you're out here. It's miles and miles. Our feet ache like never before. We've
seen some amazing things today. We really have. And if you do one excursion that you pay for, then make sure it's the Colosseum and the Roman Forum.
Just while we're on the subject of the Roman Forum, allow yourself 2 hours minimum to go around there, because we were 2 hours and we kind of rushed it.
Yeah, we didn't see everything, but there were some bits that we weren't bothered about seeing as well, but I mean, we covered a lot of it.
Sadly, that's all we have time for, and Rome has been an amazing city, although make sure you bring some good walking shoes. We had to get a taxi back to Ciampino Airport, which cost around €35 and took about half an hour. On that note, we're going to love you and leave you. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll show you some of the best highlights of our Italian adventure. We'll see you somewhere in the world sometime soon. Hi, it's John and Becky from Parks Travel Guide. We are back on the road again.
Welcome to Avellino.
Benvenuti in Italia.